What's up, guys? Max here. It's been a long time. I've been sick, and to be honest, I've been lazy. So I didn't manage. I'm actually still on sick leave, so I didn't manage to um, make any videos for I think 1 week or 1.5 week. And yeah, I just thought that I'll just get right back to it and just try and finish that 30-day challenge. It's not 30 days. It's I think 35 or 40 days. But doesn't matter really. I mean, I think that can actually segue into like what I will talk about. But either way, I mean, if you're trying to do something new, right? Let's say your girlfriend broke up with you, and you're just feeling like crap and you're trying out something new. One of the things that you will notice is that whenever you try out something that you haven't done before, you will go through a pain period. And then some events might happen. You might get sick, you might feel really bad, you might get depressed, you might travel somewhere, and then your whole routine or you know the good habit that you're trying to build will actually you will stop doing that. And that can actually be quite detrimental or quite bad to your self-esteem, and you think, oh wow, like I really suck at this, like I can't do this, oh I can't go to the gym, or oh I can't read because I've read for 30 days straight, and then I had 20 days off time. It's like, no, like what I've learned so far, something that works, is that you can't be so hard on yourself. You need to give yourself permission to fail. And then once you do that, you can just pick it right back up where you left off. Like for example, like I'm doing now with these videos. For a few days I thought, oh, I suck. Like nobody's watching my videos. And then today actually I went on my YouTube channel, and I saw just one guy or like one person just clicked on my video. I'm like, ooh, you know what? I actually should, you know, keep doing this. Why? Well, because someone actually clicked on it. Even though it's kind of funny. But so today I'm actually thinking about introducing to you guys these two books that I've mentioned a few videos ago. The first one is this. I hope you see it. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. I'm not sure, like I'm using camera on my iPhone, so I'm not sure if it will flip it or not. I'll just make sure that it looks good. Either way, Way of the Superior Man, David Data. This book is crucial to your development as a guy. And what I mean by that is that when you it this book applies to any stage of your relationship. If you're trying to find girls and you're single and you're trying to find a partner, if you're in a relationship, um, and also if you have been, if you're right after a breakup, this book is gold, man. I mean, really, this book has helped me so much to understand why do girls you know enjoy being with you for a year or 2 years, and then you start to slowly change in your behavior, and then the girl tells you, well, I don't feel the same as I felt in the beginning, so I don't know where this is going, this feels weird, I don't feel anything, and then she breaks up with you. I had that happen twice. My long-term relationships. My first relationship, I was with a girl for 5 years, and my second long-term relationship, I was with this girl for 2 years. And the 2 year one was very interesting because in the beginning it was working out really good, but then I've started to change. I've started to become a much more girl pleaser type of guy. I did everything for the girl, and then it turned out that actually that was the worst thing you can do. I'm not saying that you can't be a good boyfriend and do things together and enjoy time together. But what I mean by that is that I would drop my own plans, what I wanted to do, in order to be with her. And that is a difference. And women pick up on this. So you basically need to be grounded in what you're doing in your life. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I know all the answers, but I do know this. If I want to go out and grab a burger, and I know that my girlfriend, for example, really likes sushi, on days when I want to grab a burger with her or with someone else, I'm just going to communicate that. And I'm going to do that. That's a very simple example, but the gist of it is that you try to to give yourself permission to do the things that you want to do in your own life, and then you can try and communicate with your girl. If okay, like, if for example you want to do one thing, she wants to do the other thing, she knows that it's not going to be a relationship where you constantly put her on a pedestal. So you constantly do the things to please her, and she is the ultimate. It almost makes the other person feel, or your girl feel, as if you're below her, and you're constantly like giving stuff to her. It's like, oh yes, 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 I'll do anything. That's not healthy. And that's the reason why my first relationship failed and my second relationship failed. You know, now that I look at it from from that time perspective, hindsight, I did some things that were off, and I wasn't grounded enough, and I'm happy that things turned out the way they did. So my advice to anybody who has recently broken up or is struggling in relationship, read this book. Read it. It's, let me just double check. It's not even 200 pages. And if you really hate reading, I mean, dude, like this text, like the font size is extremely manageable. So it's not like you're going to, have to spend months to read it. And this book talks about how to have your mission, how how to how to function around women, how to function around feminine energy, how to how to process your kind of coming of age. There is a chapter there that talks about living as if your father would be dead, which is a, in my mind, it is tricky to think that way, but it's basically, how do you become your own thing? Like, how do you grow into an actual adult? And one things that this one psychologist, Dr. Peterson, says is that one ways of growing up, or transitioning from being a young adult to an actual adult, is that you start viewing your parents as your colleagues. You don't view them as people that are above you, that you always need to listen to them. No, you start viewing them as equals, as people that are that can have good advice, that can have huge knowledge, but you don't view them as your mentors, not anymore. Once you become an adult, you start doing things on your own, you start listening to other people, and you start treating everybody as equals, right? Yeah, but that's just a like quick sideway, but or side note. But when it comes to this book, it teaches you how to become a masculine man, or how to reach that masculine potential. And when you read this book, you will have these, like, some chapters will not resonate with you. I had that. But some chapters were like, ooh, oh yeah, yeah, that's me, that's me, that's me. And this is the thing that you want to focus on. So for example, if you there is a chapter that specifically talks about not putting the girl before your mission. So, for example, if you're trying to find out what you want to do in life as a young adult, or as an adult, and you still haven't found it, I haven't found it yet, but I know I know that there are certain things in my life that will come first, and it's healthy to communicate that non-verbally. You don't need to like talk specifics about it with your girl, but just focusing on things that are not 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 only your girl. It's like it's a little bit tricky to explain, but it's just trying to do the things that you're not doing to please the girl. You are doing certain activities for yourself. For example, let's just take gym. If you're going to the gym only to if you're going to the gym only because your girl is telling you to do so, no. But if you're no that you know what, that's actually a bad example. Like going to the gym, no. But let's just say that you you want to start doing something new, and you know that okay, let's just say going to the gym because it's simple. Let's just say that you have never worked out in your life. You're in your early 30s, and you have a girlfriend, and you say, you know what, babe, I'm going to start doing gym. And then as you start doing it, you start to look better. You are you know that this actually allows you to get fitter, healthier, you have more energy, you're starting to feel good. Sometimes what will happen is with some partners is that they will almost try to sabotage you or try to test you, you know? They will say like, oh, like you always do gym, you never have time for me, or oh, you always seem so tired, just like this one time, just don't do it. And actually it's funny because in this book, this the author says that that's what makes women want you even more. When you give that, when you live on your edge, when you have this kind of resistance to them, that you don't follow the bait or fall for it, right? So when you say, yeah, babe, like I know I'm tired, but I really need to do this, like I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm going to keep on doing gym, and you still give her time and attention that your girl needs, but it makes the girl wants you more. Maybe I'm not explaining it 100% understandable, and that's on me, but read this book, guys, really. Like, again, this book this is a must for any guy that is masculine. And by being masculine, I mean, we can discuss this issue, with basically everybody for ages, whether or not, ooh, what is masculinity, what is femininity. But in general, it's a certain defined traits that you have. And you know what, no, like actually it's not, it's more of a, when you read the beginning or the introduction to this book, and the author explains exactly what is masculinity and femininity, like you will click with it if you are masculine, because briefly, what David Data says is that men, 80% of men will be masculine. They will have a masculine energy. And by masculine energy, he means whatever he means by that. I don't remember. I just know that I vibe with this book really good. Then he says that I think 5 or 10% will be neutral, so we'll have both masculine and feminine traits, and then 10% or the 5% left will be feminine. It's not oh, this is good or bad. It's just different. Like, like I have black hair or brown hair, and there are people that have uh, blonde hair. There are some people that have long beard, some people that can't grow any beard. It's just different, right? So this is no, book number one. And book number two is for all you nice guys. This is a book that explains why, when you are nice, when you are basically a friend, or like trying to be a friend with an agenda of like, oh, if I'm a friend to, or like with this girl, she will realize how amazing I am and be attracted to me, and then we can be together. This is a book for those of you guys that are struggling with that, constantly being in the friend zone and just not getting any girls, or like just it pains me to say this stuff, but this book, the second book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, it explains why it's toxic, that behavior, why it's not good, why it's not healthy for you if you're trying to basically be a friend, be very indirect towards a girl, and then having a hidden agenda that, oh, but I'm really friendly, I'm good, I have good values, why don't you like me? I'm going to be your friend, I'm going to listen to all the guys that you're having sex with, and then hopefully you will realize that I'm great and that you like me. Nah, nah, no. Ooh, also, by the way, now that we're talking about this, just a quick recap to the first book. There's also one specific thing that I just remembered, and that is, there's a chapter that says never choose a girl that does not choose you first. And what that means is, let's say that you meet a girl, right? And then you have an interaction with her, and she tells you, I have a boyfriend. No, like it's I don't feel it. And then after a few months, she changes her mind, and then you're like, oh, great, like we're gonna go on a date, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then usually that ends up being not successful over long term, right? We're talking about long term relationships, and David Data actually explains it why that happens. It's basically energy, biology, vibing, all of that combined. And the main point is that the girl will automatically know if she is into you or not, and you as a guy need to be resilient enough that just accept the fact that some girls won't like you, some girls will love you, they will really like you, and now it's up to you to go out there and try and do your best. That's it. You don't need to, goddamn, my eye just looks fucking horrible. No, but you just need to go out and talk, interact, and see what happens. But the funny thing is that if a girl likes you, you can make so many mistakes, man. You can be an idiot. You can slobber. There's so much stuff, but the girl will forgive you because she likes you. You know. But going back to the second book and just finishing off this video. So with the second book, with No More Mr. Nice Guy, the book teaches you how to break out of that nice guy pattern, how to be more direct, how to actually say no. That's another thing that is crucial. Nice guys, I've been like that. Nice guys will not have boundaries, and that immediately signals that you don't respect yourself and that you don't deserve respect from other people because you let everybody walk all over you. So you need to be able to say no, right? Yeah, okay, guys, I think that will be it. That was quite a long video. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, hey.